My name is Gabrielle Querrard, and you're watching Yellow Cedar.
Krum Bay, located on the southern side of the island of St. Thomas, is known to be one of the oldest human settlement sites in the Virgin Islands. During an archaeological dig that took place in 1960, archaeologists found evidence of indigenous peoples dating all the way back to 1000 BCE. Some of the materials that were uncovered while excavations were happening at this site, including ceramics, tools, and food remains, tells us that these people were not brief visitors to the Virgin Islands, but in fact they were community builders, culture makers, and knowledge keepers. Archaeologists found that the people of Krum Bay lived in circular communal homes that were made of wooden poles as well as thatched palm roofs, and they also found that these homes were arranged around a building called the Central Plaza, where ritual would happen, storytelling, as well as community meetings. One of the artifacts that were found most prevalent at the Krum Bay site was pottery. And the pottery didn't just tell us about the food that these people consumed, but it also told us a larger picture about their belief systems, their rituals, and some of the traditions that the people upheld. On the side of some of the pottery, archaeologists found that there were carvings of spirits, the faces of ancestors who had passed away, and notions toward cosmic ideology. It was believed that some of these pieces of pottery were used in ceremonial and ritual fashion. Some of their spiritual practices included using ritual baths, plant-based medicine, as well as singing and dancing. These traditions oftentimes paid reverence to nature, sun, moon, and the natural changing of the weather. Because this village was located so close to the ocean, they oftentimes observed a very dense diet of seafood, including crabs, fish, and conch, as well as fruits that naturally grew nearby, herbs, and other roots. Materials like shells and bones were oftentimes carved to create tools that could be repurposed in other ways, and small axes were also found along the site. Some of the most sacred findings at Krum Bay was that of burial grounds. They found fully intact skeletons, and many of these burial sites oftentimes included offerings like pottery and other ceramics. Today, Krum Bay has been industrialized with all of the land around it surrounding around corporations and businesses. But the wealth of knowledge from that site could never be forgotten.
My name is Gabrielle Querrard, and you're watching Yellow Cedar.